mo asesa Real Madrid team no the PSG for no so aba no ma bona omo ban so omo form referees mra Chelsea from Nancy na mo share omo wu okọ Brazil a G12 no from Nancy for omo to so sit Atletico Mineiro, Botafogo, Corinthians, Grêmio, Flamengo omo che bitui omo na the big boys. Anna, good morning.
Good morning.
Bibia boko there.
Yanko pardon Bibia fine pa.
So what to go for no? I say yam mom combined. Real Madrid PSG combined.
Oh, there. Supporters discussing.
Yeah, so
Yamano encounter.
So far yanko na into
Rich. Chelsea do finals. We're touching mami. Chelsea do finals of the FIFA Club World Cup no. And no crane nyame and I watched the game 90 minutes and it was a very good game. Very good game. I think say and me bebusa say why am na Chelsea play in the final Real Madrid or Paris Saint-Germain because I knew they would be in the final.
Okay. And
they were going to beat Fluminense for no. Now maybe can establish say FIFA Club World Cup na yebo no. Time no modi bo FIFA Club World Cup no. A off season time. And cap teams no ebenya they will rest and they will start pre-season. And the competition na omo bo no. Every coach be a omo competition ni bibia no. Especially omo some things to change about omo team no. Though they are playing competitive games, but an opportunity for them to also experiment and know maybe on some year going into the 2025-2026 season. And one of the coach, look, coach me to say Xabi Alonso, Afi Nwaba. Say I'll try before phobia, it is because Afi Nwaba. But for coach me say Enzo Maresca, and I think say throughout the competition, say open coach okuta the team dada. All FIFA Club World Cup pre. Now so no every game will be ano. You could see say he is trying BB Opesoye in the season. I think say Enzo Maresca will be number one. Number one. He is playing competitively, but trying and no maybe a Opese audition the team in him. Any dynamics me our person going forward in the team. Now, Sausha Enra Chelsea lineup now with the game in Muna. Chelsea and share blue, but Obia and Chelsea said they are more of a blue team in Tino. You see blue Emma Omo. In their 4-2-3-1, Chelsea Ebo Sanchez, Malo Gusto, Cucuera 2 and 3, Chaloba and Tosin 4 and 5, then over 51 Moas Casedo Enzo, then 3 midfielders now almost striker Nechino, where Pedro Neto, Christopher Nkuku, Cole Palmer as number 10 behind Joao Pedro. Now Yaka Achichi Musa say Oriya Feno Enzo Maresca in the progressive transitions will always want one of the lateral defenders to either move wide or come inverted. The first principle no. So one of me two and I say me three. Me per se either ube movie wide and I say ube movie inverted. Ne masha diebi. So Oris James Ayana empempin. I don't know if a Rhys James injury ntia. So Rhys James or park in this one. Empempi lateral defender or yes movement Aya Mark Cucuera. Either Obeba wide and as Obeba inverted. But mostly say Mark Cucuera as well. You see him come wide mum. But so our Malo Gusta I think say Ojiri say Oye fit. Or what a lot of movement in the energy. He wants him to come inverted. Sometimes go wide, but he wants him to come inverted. So obey inverted say Kim, what he does and he say, or push Enzo Fernandez into a double number 10 with Kopama. Then natural say no turns into a back three of Chaloba on the top, tossing in the middle, then Mark Kukwera in this space. And Tubehu Malo Gusto move from right back into central midfield with Abantia Yefeno Maresca. Now there's something. This is the principle. See anymore. But Enzo Maresca and Emma manage the way he wants to approach games, especially when Oditete say, oh, and they yanko for him. We have overwhelmed them. Scaring. They are not doing anything to scare us. Rich, do you know what he does? Even Malo Gusto, Bananka overcut Maresca said at the base, you know. He then tells him, no, and you want for Dodo, one person can do it. And Maresca said, come more midfield and beware of your space. Then he moves Malo Gusto again forward. Now, I add another number 10 to Enzo Maresca, Kopama, not or the Christopher Nkuku Abeka, not or the Malo Gusto, that space with him. I said, oh, why? But I said, when it was say, I was over what Maresca said that over Baba Buano. So, what you see and say, Abante Pedro Neto will be very, very wide. The all here is to attract attraction. So that the three number 10s now in the transitional formation of Moboro will have space because they will need space. So they be in between the lines. No, rotating, no, dominating the opponent, you know, the defensive midfield area. That is Enzo Maresca trump card.
Especially the Obo team or 5 back.
Yes,
because the wing backs need now.
So we need a lot of men. So they be able to run around. Me a draw omo abonti me any space near me attack it. We don't need to have more men away. No. Let's move. Yem penko for bebre awo mumu so we can break them down. Now you see, Rich, for offensive philosophers, our major problem is to how to break low blocks. Because the moment our coach is going to say, oh, you're offensive philosopher. Now, also with a superior team, and in this case, a chance in Fluminense. Fluminense say no multiple Chelsea. Chelsea or quality chiomo or more bibia chiomo. And your man is over Chelsea toe to toe. A team I intimate no mumbo. And Tieno, ye could watch it. Near Hitomo on the counter. That is what you call low block. Now, say Enzo Maresca Musia team is bizarre. Their major problem is how to break certain defensive compatibility down. And I have seen him try to do it and say, look, we will need more men or more defensive area. Say they will have job to do. They will not be comfortable in their compact zones no more. Say just as we move, the space about the now, Rich, I am not this kind of play. The because you don't regard your opponents, any attacking instinct, Well, say now on the counter attack Howard. And that is where I appreciate you and Fifi mentioning the importance of Maresca in this whole thing. Say Timuno, and I will say Obeko and Nimbibria. The balance is very, very important. Say, oh yeah, Kodie. But see a corner say young because I never be a little bit. Your corner say you're 40 pass. And I have money free and some almost breaking on more bar. How do we keep the balance of offensive transition and defensive transition? You need your defensive midfielder to understand the job very, very well, to be very, very aggressive. And I think, say, Maresca under Oriafen Enzo Maresca is giving us the Brighton and Hove Albion vibes,
Yeah.
Yes, yes, he's confident in Ronald Obono, and he knows what to do. He knows the space also come.
That's all showing him.
When you say park and so power, but because he's learning to do the job very, very well, and my parking that is why you say he seems to be everywhere, and he seems to get ne awareness, no rights. It's a year I know as Akoji, no push yanko, a year I know as Akoji. Dear Kubi cried say, you see, Rich, when he needs to do a foul, he will do it. Therefore, the tactical foul. No? So I also see what dear radio Abram so. Mammy break home down, I am rich and I am defend. He does it very, very well. Now, Rich. I don't understand why Chelsea still wants Christopher Nkunku to leave. Because I think say Enka Abrantiano gradually is getting back to the Nkunku I know. But Gates and Smaba, so probably they will need a space for him. Then before we get back to the pictures and the videos, no, Rich, your Senegalese brother, no, Nwaka.
Nicolas Jackson.
Yes.
Onyemimo.
Nwaka.
Why?
And where this is clear. So on no no man I otim. And e dey the lab buy me boa.
Sure.
And e dey Joao Pedro aba. Ye di o mo buy no. Chelsea call FIFA Club World Cup. On no start you. And okonya display issue and o call bench. Onya display issue and sample na Chelsea sign Joao Pedro. And the lap ebeji boy because Saturday omumienu. Then the lap also gets this point issue as in accumulated cards. Time at the lap air come back no. Now the Jackson what is suspension number?
Oh yeah, available.
Yes. But why will Enzo Maresca decide to play Joao Pedro who oba a crown only 1 week ahead of what? Or do call tournament now yes starter our tournament now.
Maybe at least very issues.
And
I could declare be oh bia amrantena omo born.
So it's
okay.
So Nina can Enra Senka the lap available and go start it. Senko start here. And ka oyu obi didaba and ko the Joao Pedro nebeba. Assuming he had not why now so Obebo Joao Pedro because Fluminense, the former club. Sometimes you believe in superstition. So Okoba game will bet me abo. Bibi o mayeti dia once you're on the pitch emfa because you mudia. Intimemu aba. Bibi ache say enu asaka Joao Pedro potaba on film no. Saka dilap to bench we available bet abo game e ko no ko beba.
And Jackson.
Nicolas Jackson. Okay. Now Rich. Meaning say it was because of the banter. But you agree say goals na Joao Pedro say no. Super goals.
Rantena se go.
Super goals.
Wa she go papa.
Na say my the story in that. About how the papa called Joe 18 years imprisonment. 18 for accessory murder. Then a small boy, he had to move to Rio de Janeiro to play in the academy of Fluminense. I think Omu promoting the first team no. About only 36 games. Or she had 10 goals for Fluminense. This is him. After no dreadlocks and Sakura boy. Now Rich. Interestingly, our Fluminense no. 10 goals now, Shama Club no. Time will do winning no. Rich, 4 of those goals of Shama Fluminense no was against this goalkeeper called Fabio. Yes. Now we're calling them Chelsea. He had the opportunity to start a game. All the goal post was what by the minimum no. Meaning my son of four nada. Come on, let me see a kind of Brazil. Message in the game. My son that minimum. Then Enra. The first goal was killer. Absolutely brilliant. Charlie!
Yeah, renting the bonus share there.
To find that space now.
On the Holland and the one trade TV at you,
Man.
Holland on trade TV at you, maybe. Say, you should go. Coffee track or Oba the beer to sa.
What do you say?
Obi boating more 1 month boy go there.
And when I call Ababumi to be share intertribal gala. Asantine Fulani. Enti middle field na game na started that.
Okay.
I said yes, if so I check a class and aba. Me parent tell me dinner so. Rich, me saw TV and do 1 minute.
And I go to buy.
And I go to buy. And the first scene I watched was sa movement na a man a crochet goal no. Now, Rich, it is enough to score a first goal.
But second one
add back to 8. Look, guys, you know, or you training with a personal trainer. And I call the buyer say, you say Chelsea at this carbonty. You or Munti. You have to fly. So what Uber Chelsea there? You don't have to wait and join them preseason. Or mobile competition, so you have to be there. And on the personal trainer, a form, and on the other FIFA Club World Cup no. But Rich, they know ye. Say we Enzo Maresca. It's all number 943. Yeah. And you have to choose. Dilap after Tisha goes. Pedro after Tisha goes. Now, who's our incident way? Kopama, no, you're called Nicola Jackson. In his own way. Now, some Brantiano, before you because I see no rich, we send me the video by. Say, oh, Pedro and South Park, and so we jubilating. I said, oh, check what you didn't know dressing room.
Dance there.
So we say Brazil first, so they are there.
Summer dance.
They are very rich. Look at him.
Sounds like a fine boy.
To me, a Fluminense for me, who video say, park in the sun and I was many, say, we are dressing room one. Say, Oko dear, as our rich. This is the video I'm talking about. Nicola Jackson, where are and your coach and your players, the Quabagas for the bench. Rich. Means all kinds of incidents we are. Kopama tiamu guno so ah. What the boy rap boxing me ko yi amount. The ball is so yes square one man na me fa ball into atini. Na okobobo na say we also appeal TNT trase. And na ka Kopama nya kwa competition na we. But I think say Chelsea deserve say ombe piemu in the semi-finals and omo abo omo homodin to be there. And no NT and omo and they played very very well and they any scary moment and bad game in Panaka say, oh, Abia, Fluminense for the BB. And that was absolute for club by your friend Chelsea, and you really appreciate that. Just some 2 minutes be. And then when the Chelsea no number final, because the Chelsea were, and then there's a dummy question. Why no Mbebo? Le people say, and then you make game, no, a show in America. Now, Rich, the show in America is also about one man called Kylian Mbappe. And Obia, apart from the phone and I say the machine or the show, no, or access to internet or X account, yes, I do see Real Madrid for official page. Rich, 30 minutes ago, they posted this picture. Real Madrid for
meaning no best starting there.
I don't know.
Okay.
But Real Madrid for that saying, bring it on. Say Kylian Mbappe few on a man called Champions League and a game never Barcelona. Mukata say we're making one decision. Bring it on. He is here. And he is going to play against Madi Esromo and I don't know, but just go to Real Madrid page OCCA. You see them, they have posted this particular picture. And the only caption is they have tagged Kylian Mbappe. I don't know whether it's a psychological support and say, look, you are with us. And you're Tawachi. And then you see from who say you took the right decision. Now, Rich, Jabi Alonso back for no. The first game of board with Ahilano. That's a go for you. But going forward, I think that he has been warming himself up in the tournament. Gradually or picky at the right time. But you see, Rich, he is coming up against this French team that seems say everything they touch na adani gold at the ama and when I catch you say the last time team B are not only champions of the UEFA Champions League. The FIFA Club World Cup, Rich, you go back 2013. Corinthians, coached by former Brazilian national team coach Tite. 2013 Tomo. If you want to win, you winning FIFA Club World Cup. A club when we need a Champions League on winning because Unim, Okopeno, almost semi-finals. Almost semi-finals, now final. It has been a beautiful property for the clubs that win the FIFA UEFA Champions League. You know, do Paris Saint-Germain so rich. You see, you BM ako 36 teams, and that they have to play in the tournament form before they can get the opportunity to win. And then you know, these are the teams I hear anymore. And Massa say, Kylian Mbappe will start. That is according to Massa. So we are going to see this team from Team FN Real Madrid. Courtois, Trent, Frank Garcia, Asensio, Rudiger, Chiomani, Valverde, Ada Goulet, then Enim Hono. Right behind the two strikers, Jude Bellingham, then Mbappe, Vinicius. With Team FN, Paris Saint-Germain, I think Gabi, I very, very good work. Donnarumma, Ashraf, Nunes, Marquinhos, Bernardo, because Unipa Pacho is suspended from this game. And 51 there, Vitinha, Fabian Ruiz, and the Abranti FN Joao Neves, Vicha Carrasqueria, Desiree Doué, and Abranti FN Osman Dembele. Rich, only me prediction for that game way.
No.
On paper, Paris Saint-Germain should win.
Okay. On paper.
Yes. They are better.
On the face
team.
of the pink sheet.
Yes, they are a better team. They are more familiar with themselves. They are going with the same coach. And see, they are almost on him. Like how they must play. Xabi Alonso is new, but there is one caveat. Say Real Madrid, every Paris Saint-Germain aqua final, they will need the Real Madrid character. And see, a form against Carter. And Rich, this is not the first time Real Madrid able to be. Ying say Omu form Real Madrid, but Real Madrid can use Carter to beat them. That is my analysis. Form dia Real Madrid for Nakasenim. Some Paris Saint-Germain form too. But the reason why they believe in themselves is we are Real Madrid, and on the night, so many opportunities to see another trophy. You met me the Carter abo. And you see me akwaje. And see, Rich, 99% of our prediction has gone for form. Carton upset there. It is when the game will cost on and a bar we will come and say it. I am not saying that Real Madrid do not have quality. Chiomani, Valverde, Adagula, Vinicius, they are quality players. Quality players. But the amount Paris Saint-Germain for every almost a teamwork. Say no more teamwork, you know. Any understanding, team for Real Madrid. So what Real Madrid will need, and they say they have the quality players. They must show personality on the pitch. Say Ayami Mbappe, Ayami Vinicius, Ayami Jude Bellingham, Ayami Federico Valverde. Ne omu fa sa card and no personality no. And say omu anye sa dia say a teamwork any team I form dia. Rich, I will be expecting team your friend Paris Saint-Germain say omu ebetimi a qualify. Enti unim jisa ko way